You want me to tell a story about the truck?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's a good spot. Pull up the paper.
Sure.
So about 8 years ago, I bought this truck. It was from a guy. He was a UT mechanical engineering student, and I didn't know it, but we kind of knew each other, our families. When I found the truck online, stranger, he showed up. I found out his name. I was like, I think I know your dad. And it turns out we went to church together. And so I bought the truck from him and showed it to my daughter, and she's like, I remember this truck. Glenn used to take us, or GR used to take us to lunch in the back of this truck in high school. So my daughter had actually ridden in the back of this truck with a bunch of their friends to go out to lunch at Westlake High School. And then later, I don't know, maybe 7 years later, Glenn got engaged, and or GR's his name. GR got engaged.
I remember that.
And his fiance secretly contacted me and asked me if I could pick them up at their wedding in his old truck. And of course I said yes.
Nice.
And it happened to be in the shop. It was getting a new motor. It was all kind of fixed up a little bit. So I pulled up to a church in Austin. He didn't know about it, and I'm sitting here in his truck, and all his groomsmen come out. They were in a band together, and this was their band vehicle.
Oh, that's hilarious.
They drove around, hauled all their equipment, and his eyes lit up, and I'd never even seen her before. So I drove them to their reception, and we had a good time, and reminisced, and he just loved his truck. His fiance said he never stopped talking about the Bronco since he sold it to him.
Now tell me what you're doing.
So we're redoing the interior, new headliner, new carpet, and I've got all the parts to the inside of the truck in my garage at home, so I can detail them, paint them, and get them perfect, so I can reassemble everything.
This is the kind of before.
Right. It's a lot of work.
Yes.
Way more than we thought. All right. So this is my friend KB's shop. We live in Salado together, and he's been kind enough to let me use his facilities. And his painter painted the truck, and I've been doing all the work to rebuild it.
All right.
This is one of the finishing touches here. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, it's looking good. I just got the new paint here, so the tire rack's gonna go here.
All right.
Working on the rear window. It doesn't work right now, but I'm working on that. Still have to paint the matching fuel tank cover. Jack of all trades, master of none.
There it is.
It's been around a little bit, but I'm still going to use it. $1973, over 50 years.
That's right.
Doing here?
Time for some beer.
Yes, I do like some beer.
What's this place?
This is Barking Armadillo. It's right down the street from Catfish Parlour on Williams Drive. It's been here for a long time. I'm going to ask them how long they've been here. I remember when it used to be a equipment rental place, but now it's a brewery. We've got one of their beers on tap, and I just learned recently they do coffee as well, so I'm interested in learning more about that.
Go. Yes.
And the Bronco.
All right. Barking armadillo in the background. That's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Right, we were supposed to talk to you.
No, there's a. I know who you're supposed to talk to.
I think her name was Julia. Let's check it out.
She's over there. I believe that's her over there.
They've changed a few things.
Looks good in here.
It used to just be all white and they painted it out.
Yeah, when I walked in, it looked good.
There's people here. That's one of our customers.
Ah.
Hey, how are you? Good. I'm Chris.
I'm Julia.
Julia.
It's nice to meet you.
Take some green beans and take the cabbage. Take the coleslaw, pinto beans.
Now, we've been up early and it has already been a long day, but
Friday green,
our business has just begun.
key lime pie. Red
Kevin McKinney, the owner of the Austin Catfish Parlour, is walking in, and we're going to talk about making things better and brighter and tighter. So, as we start to say our hellos, Julia's been pouring us some
We have the
beautiful
Catfish,
beers.
Some mixed white lager. Right now is our mixed cocktail lager that we have here. We have our mead, the dreamsicle, orange mead. We have our Full Crusher, which is our West Coast IPA. And this is double the IPA we make. It's our most popular for the quarantine island.
Sure, I love
It's our mainstay.
Thank you. Okay. I didn't know you had mead.
It's mead.
Yeah, orange mead.
It's what honey and
Honey
honey and honey,
Honey-based,
right?
honey-based beer.
nice beer.
I guess it depends on the alcohol percentage.
All
So these
right.
are good, but we are serving their Hefeweizen right now.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Cool. That's all.
No, y'all go for it.
The Mexican lager. The Mexican lager. Mm-hmm. Yep. Definitely need some salt and wine. Because delicious. This was interesting. It's honey mead with an orange flavor.
There was a honey mead, a place that out in the country, East Texas. We went to, my wife and I,
Yeah,
Mm.
2 years ago.
that's good. It's almost like a mimosa.
Interesting.
That's good.
We didn't like.
And then this one was the Pool Crusher, which is kind of like their, I guess, their drinkable beer. No, that's a bit hoppy. That's good. I like that. This is what I'm interested in the most. It's a hazy IPA.
Oh, that is super hazy.
Or as my dad would say, that's one of them unfiltered beers.
That's right. Happy.
Fantastic. Super juicy, double hot.
So, I guess the latest on where continue is this going on? So, I asked Eduardo to have access to the menu plan.
Sure.
And I think that in asking for that, I'm definitely aware that I'm asking for a resource, but that it is kind of something that y'all have created.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to get it and manipulate it without having a conversation. So I think that's what.
Absolutely.
And so I'm aware of that, and I'm open to really any conversations about menu item. I don't think there's really anything. Really, it's kind of small picture in terms of what menu items this thing are going.
Who's gonna do it?
Hey, what's your name? Yeah.
It's annoying guys here all the time.
Oh, yeah. So the guy is the worst.
So this is Jacob of Barking Armadillo. As Catfish Parlour, being a local business to Austin and Georgetown, we wanted to go around to all the other places and support them. Other places that are uniquely only Georgetown or Austin or this area.
Yeah, there's no other place like Barking Armadillo. It's just the one.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell us a little bit about when Barking Armadillo opened up and what drives you guys to make the most awesome beer I've had today?
Perfect. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, we opened in March 2020, so it's a good time to open, as everybody remembers.
Oh boy,
yeah,
that's
we
right.
had a good start there. But no, I quit my day job to open up a company that I wanted to do with the community, because community-based business is fun. You get to know your neighbors, you get to be a part of the community and do things like a baseball team we have and stuff like that. It's really awesome stuff. But anyways, for beer, I used to homebrew. I enjoy doing it. I decided to go to school in Colorado for a little immersion school and come back here and start brewing locally. We've been at it for 5.5 years. Added coffee to our side of it now, so we're open 7 days a week at 7 a.m.
Cool.
So we do a full coffee side of it and start a coffee program too.
That's a genius concept, and we tried some of the coffee. It's fantastic.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we thoroughly enjoy it. It's fun, and plus keeps us going all day, right? But the beer side of it's obviously my big passion. So we brew it in the back here. Everything's done here on site. Typically, we're like you. We try to stick to local folks only. We don't really go outside of Williamson County. A few minor companies outside Williamson County, HEBs and places like that throughout the county. But we try to stick to local. Want our beer to be as fresh as possible as it hits someone's door. Obviously, we're like a mile away from each other, so that's very helpful.
Well, we have this one on tap right now. It's the Hefeweizen.
Yeah. That's a Hefeweizen won a bronze medal in the state of Texas, so one third best in the state, so that's not too bad, right? We'll take that.
This is the Oktoberfest.
That's Oktoberfest, which is
this one's on deck. We hit this one.
Oktoberfest is by far our most popular beer. I released it Sunday, and we are almost half out of. We probably sold 150 gallons of beer already in 3 days. So
Nice. Great.
Yeah,
Great.
It's fun. We brew it again, but yeah, let's just
Let's
there it goes.
Let's
Yeah.
make more.
Yeah, make more. We can always make more, but it's a good time of year. So yeah, we're very fortunate to be part of this community. We love Georgetown. It's been great.
We've definitely watched it grow over the years.
Yeah, we had to grow from ground up. We started kind of in a rough time, and so you really kind of invest a lot back into the business. So we took some time to grow, but
We started in 2008 when there was no beer and wine licenses, it was only liquor licenses. And
completely different.
When the law changed and Georgetown allowed like breweries and wineries, it exploded.
Yeah,
So
completely
I
changed.
contribute that as that's a big contributor to the success of Georgetown.
I agree. Yeah, downtown completely changed since I've been here. 2016, I think. No, 18. I came in here. So.
The origin of the name.
Are we going now? Should I go with it?
Yeah. Is that the story?
Not really. I guess my best friend and me started the company. We were drunk in the garage one day, home brewing, drinking our own beer. We brewed for a lot of, we brewed for my wedding, some other people's weddings. We brewed locally in the Mueller area of Austin. It's where we were living at the time, little events and stuff there. Just giving it away because the homebrew style you can't charge, you just give it all away. People are like, what's your name? What's your name? For your company. And I'm like, we didn't have anything. So we're both from Texas, trying to come up with a Texas name. You can't do Longhorns. There was a Blue Bonnet brewery. They're a great brewery, by the way. There already was a Blue Bonnet at the time, so we came up with an armadillo, and we tried. What does armadillo sound? And when they make the screaming sound, so screaming armadillo didn't sound as good, or screeching armadillo. So we came up with my dog's barking in the background. I said, barking armadillo sounds great. Let's go with that name. See how it sticks. We did a couple events that way, and people loved it. They're like, "Oh, do you have any merch?" And then lights went off in your head.
Absolutely.
Hey, you Google "do armadillos bark"? It pulls up our website right away. You have endless. I'm sure I have some merch on. Well, not this, but the hat. Endless merch ideas of cartoonish to non-cartoon to Texas things. So our merch sales are insane. So we have an online store and everything.
Catfish don't make any sound. Catfish don't make any sound.
Not that we know, right? But yeah, so that's kind of where the name came from. It's more of a tongue-in-cheek. They don't really bark, but it's a Texas thing, and we can throw Texas on everything, and we love that. So. These are a couple lager tanks, we call them. They sit here for a long period of time. Yeah. Technically, these have beer in them, so I think the Oktoberfest, actually we moved out already, I'm sorry. Was in one of these tanks at one point, but some of our lagers are the beers that need to stay cool for a long period of time,
Mm-hmm.
might get moved to these tanks at some point in time. We have a lot of tanks, a lot of movement of tanks throughout the process.
Let's see.
As we walk this way, you can see kind of where our cans live. We have a lot of canning. We just have a large canning line going. This is our little canning machine. We just had this out. We were doing, yeah, it's a little canning line with like the circular motion. We just had it. Some about Oktoberfest popularity. We had like 20 cases already sold of Oktoberfest, so we have to bring out the big guy to have it going. We had a team of people this morning working on that. As you can see here, the brew house, pretty much so the brew house pretty much is where you make the magic. We have a couple tanks just for hot and cold water. A tank over here called a mash tun, where you pretty much mill grain. The grain goes through an auger system up above. There's a tube that drops it down into the mash tun. We mix it with warm water and you extract sugar from there to create what we call wort. It goes over there to our kettle where we boil it and kill off any impurities, add hops, add flavoring things, and then cool it off and go to one of the fermenters over there. And the fermenter is where the magic happens. You throw yeast in that fermenter. Yeast eats like blood sugar. Yeast eats the sugar, create the byproduct of that is alcohol. Some other CO2 also, but so we move most to the fermenter. We'll let them do its magic. Typically, we're always moving things around. Right now, all four are full. You can see one that's actively working right there. That's where you see the CO2 blowing off. So as the yeast is eating sugar, it's creating alcohol right now. And kind of otherwise, these are beers that are either being moved or being dry hopped. We just added hops to another beer, or sitting there like a lager for a little bit. It just depends on the time of day.
What's your favorite beer to make?
To make, I don't know. Oktoberfest. I love the Oktoberfest in general. It's maybe my favorite to make. I like the maltier beers because there's more complexity to make it. Some of the other beers, we have like a standard recipe and I can just change out.
What's your most challenging beer?
Our Quarantine Island Hazy IPA, mainly because it's a big beer. It's a lot of grains. It's a lot of work to do, a lot of hops. It's normally the day that we're working the hardest back here is quarantine. Yeah,
nice.
It's our number one seller, so we brew it the most, and it's the biggest pain in the butt every single time.
Love
but that's the way it
IPAs.
goes, and what do you say? So, but yeah,
Thank the West Coast.
Yeah, but I think our Oktoberfest is my favorite to make. So I like the maltiness. I like our Irish Red actually quite a bit too. I like that malty caramel flavor. It's fun as like a brewer to try to like hone in on those characteristics a little bit more, because it's a blend of like 5 or 6 different types of grains, and you got to try that right flavor.
Catch me on camera saying this.
You're committed.
I'm committed.
Better have some beer to make it easier.
Yeah, no. I think by the end of next week, by the end of, at least by Friday, will be our grand opening for the menu here.
Monday morning.